Hey everybody, it is day 252 and I'm pretty excited. Assuming it doesn't rain all day tomorrow. It's been raining every single day. It's raining right now if you can't hear it behind the garage. On Memorial Day, we were supposed to go over to our friend's house. He lives out on a bunch of property and learn how to do some shooting, which I'm pretty excited about because I like all things that are involving like hand-eye coordination. But me and AJ decided, we'd already been talking about this and thinking about this, but considering all the things that have been going on, we finally went out and bought us both a handgun, and pretty excited. We got a Smith & Wesson Shield, pretty cool, but we're gonna have to learn how to take it apart and clean it and do all the, the maintenance things. That's what you have to do before you shoot it anyways, because they have it all like soaked in oil so it doesn't rust and all that jazz, while it's in boxes and, waiting to be bought, I guess. But yeah, so we're gonna go out and we're gonna figure out how to actually use it, and I'm both nervous because I've never shot like a gun. I've shot like BB guns, but it's not the same thing. I think I like anything that is challenging, and I like doing anything that kind of like, I don't know, I guess makes me nervous, it does make me nervous because you're dealing with a weapon. I mean, it should make you nervous. If it doesn't make you nervous, you probably shouldn't be handling one. Not saying that, if you're confident, that you should be not handling one. That's the opposite. If you're confident, you're one of the best people to handle it. But I'm saying, as far as people that have no, fear or no, discomfort, if you've never touched one before and, or used one really, then you probably aren't a person that should be having one, On that same token, if you're going to get one, you should definitely be learning how to use it and not just assume that you'll be able to handle it if you've never even fired it before, So I don't know. I like all things that involve hand-eye coordinations. I loved playing first-person shooter video games because I like the precision. I've always wanted to learn how to do like bow and arrow. Yeah, I mean, when I got to shoot a BB gun as a kid, I was spot on. It was actually pretty awesome. I was unprepared. Considering I have bad eyesight, I was pretty excited about that. But like, it's one of the reasons I love playing music. It's all hand-eye and brain strength. Like, targeting something is like, to me, it's good. It's like a form of, this is going to sound weird, but it's like a form of meditation. Everything else has to go away. And you have to be able to just focus just on that thing. And that's how music is too. It's like everything else has to go away. If you start thinking about other stuff, you start screwing up. If you start overthinking it, you start screwing it up. I mean, it's like that with most things. Roller skating is like that too. Like if I start thinking about what I'm trying to do in roller skating, outside of when you're first beginning to learn things, obviously, but once you actually do them, you just, oh, here's siren, sorry. You start overthinking, you start overprocessing, and then you mess it all up, or you fall, or you hurt yourself, or you just overdo it. Same old, same old. Everybody knows when you start overthinking something, it's always when you screw it up. But you just let it happen naturally, and you try to you're focused, but you're not like externally focused, you're like internally focused. It's just like, there you are. So anyways, though, I think that's pretty excited. I am pretty excited. And I think that's cool. I know that there are tons of people who don't agree. And, at one point in my life, I was on the same type of page as I didn't feel they were necessary. I understood why people wanted them, but I didn't feel it was necessary in my life. I never felt that I was in a area that was unsafe. Well, I say that. No, I've definitely been in areas that weren't safe, but I never felt in my gut, I guess, that I was unsafe and needed them. But I've been feeling a lot different lately, especially after that guy tried to run me over with the car. Not saying that if I had a weapon on me at the time, I would have done something crazy like that. But the point is that things are feeling really unsafe lately. And basically, Socks is yelling in the background, sorry. Basically, it's too much. Things are getting too crazy and it doesn't feel safe. And I live in the middle of Orlando, Florida. And although I'm feeling like Florida's actually a pretty decent place to be right now because things have been, relatively handled, which is good. But there's a lot of angst and anger. And I have a lot of, whoa, mosquitoes. I have had a lot of dangerous situations happen over my life. I mean, I've had people stalk me, and as far as like when I'm out by myself walking, I've had people stop and try to get me in their car. I've had that guy try to run me over. I've had a woman threaten to stab me to death with a knife when I was 12 out on the sidewalk. I mean, I've had all kinds of things happen in my life that, and I just always believe in the fact that there's good and bad people, and I like to think that the majority of people are good. And so you just kind of ultimately naively, just assume the best. And it's not bad to believe that, positivity is what is happening mostly. And also it's not bad to think that overall people are good. But when people in a large start to get really, restless, better to be safe than sorry. So I'm at least going to learn how to handle one and learn, you know, how to take care of it and do all the things that are involved in that process, because you have a better understanding of the other side. If you were faced with a person that did have a gun, then you know you have a better idea of what all is being involved in that side also. So for example, if it has a safety or if it doesn't have a safety, but if it does and the safety is still on and you can recognize that, then you know they can't actually do anything in that moment, and you know that they're not really skilled with it and that they're more of using it as a bluff. You know, it's always smart. It's like in video games when you play like well, like games like League of Legends or Smite, you know? If you only play one character out of all those characters, then you never have any idea what the other people can do. But if you play all the characters, at least a little bit, you know, you have your mains, but if you play generally all of them, you have an idea of what they all can do, so you can expect more or less. You can plan ahead a little bit as to what's going to happen. You know, food for thought. Food for thought. We should all be being very careful. I said that weird. And we should all be learning a wee bit of self-defense. I've always wanted to take self-defense classes. I can't afford to do that at the moment, but I think I'm going to start looking. I know there's people that have put stuff out online, and I definitely want to start looking at it and kind of like working on it. I'm out by myself a lot, and so it just feels like, smart. Be smart. Socks. Stop yelling at me. Hold on. He's over there at the door. Don't mind all the stuff in the way. I have a bunch of empty boxes over on that wall. But yeah, I don't know. It just seems like the time is now, my friends. It is the better always to be safe than sorry. I have always believed in that. I've just never felt that anything was, I guess, urgent enough to go and get, you know, weapon involved, if you will. But not now. Nope. I would love to just believe in wonderful, beautiful, peaceful humanity, but things are they're just out of hand. So I'm just gonna be careful, you know, and I hope everybody else is staying careful. Anyways, guys, I'm still working on healing up in my back, so I have not been doing all of the tricks for 52 tricks for you, which really frustrates me because I'm feeling very clunky, but I am continuing, and as soon as I feel like actually healed up and I can like start doing all of them again, I will, because I'm behind on a few. I still gotta jump on ledges and stairs and all kinds of stuff. Do you hear him? He's such a crybaby over there.